We back. It's been a minute since I've been on camera. Well, no, it's been a minute since I've been on YouTube. I have so much to tell you guys. But we're gonna get into that. And we're gonna do our makeup at the same time. So let's get started. I'm gonna prime my eyes using the P. Louise base. This is in Rumor 4. Let's use the Beauty Bay Nude palette. I'm gonna go in with is After Dark. So that's this color right here. Please ignore my nails. I lost 5 nails in 2 days. I'm gonna put this shade in my outer crease. It's been a minute since I've done a, ooh, that's a lot darker than I remember. Since I've done a YouTube video. I've been doing Instagram reels for a cool minute and that was going good, but I realized like when I was editing the Instagram reels, when you do an Instagram reel, the original video would be like an hour and a half and you really chop it down to 30 seconds. And I just felt like I was not sharing so much information when it comes to makeup. For me, I still watch makeup videos to this day. I watch them religiously every day. I like Get Ready With Me's. I like talk throughs. I like when people talk about their life and what TV shows they're watching and blah, 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 blah. And do their makeup at the same time. So I'm like, how am I on here doing Instagram reels when there's obviously a shortage of YouTubers doing long form content because everyone has moved to TikTok and Instagram. I'm like so anti TikTok. I don't even have the app downloaded. I definitely want to get back in to doing that. So hence this video. I also joined this Black Girl Club. So here in Atlanta, the club that I'm a part of, it used to be called Big Black Girl Club, I think. But they changed the name to Free to Be Collective, and I'll leave the link in below. And I don't know if you heard the story, but basically this girl who lives here in Atlanta, she's a young black woman. She had posted on TikTok that she was feeling a little bit lonely and she just wanted to hang out. And so she was at Union Square, I think, and she posted on TikTok that I'm going to be here at Union Square at 3 o'clock. Meet me here if you want to hang out. And I guess like 100 black women showed up. And so from then on, she kind of made like a Facebook group and everything just evolved into a whole club, LLC, everything. Beautiful thing. And so I joined just last week and we had our first meetup last weekend. We had a bonfire movie night. So we met up at this campsite. And they had the big giant screen there. We had a big giant bonfire. They had a bar, they had a pool, and we just all pulled up, black women of all ages, all backgrounds. So nice to just be around people who weren't trying to fit an aesthetic, trying to grow their Instagram following or anything like that. We literally were there just to enjoy each other's company and make hopefully lifelong friends. That's the only thing about doing long form content is that you will literally be blending an eyeshadow for 32 minutes. It was blended 18 minutes ago. So let's go into the black right here. And we're just gonna go in the outer crease right here and just deepen this up. You know, I love a black in the outer V. It just gives smokiness, sexiness, sultriness. Fire, hot fire. I'm gonna take that throw shade and I'm gonna put it all over the lid. Does anyone hate flying as much as I do? I just feel like flying is a very unpleasant experience. I'm not afraid of heights or anything, but I'm just not one of those people that can sleep on a plane. And so could you imagine me flying from the East Coast to the West Coast and I'm up the entire time? I'd be wore out, but not wore out enough to fall asleep on the damn plane. It is so annoying. I'm going to flip the brush to the clean side, Urban. This color right here. And I'm going to overlap Throw Shade and Urban. Now we're gonna move into the face. So we're gonna use this Makeup Revolution Pore Perfecting Primer. I'm pretty sure this is like the same thing as the Milk one, not the Milk, Elf Pore Primer. So I'm gonna put this one right here in my T-zone where I have these big giant ass pores. Off first use, I think I like this one better than the Elf one, but I will say it is drier. Foundation, I do not want to buy another foundation until I finish the ones I have. So I have a lot to go, so I'm hoping I will be consistent in making videos so I can use my fucking makeup products so I can buy more Color Fresh, ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I have the color Deep Dark 23 in and 24 in. So I just mix the two and call it a day. I see a lot of people use this brush. This is the Morphe E63 brush for foundation. I actually was using it for contour. I think it fits really nicely right here for contour, but I'm gonna try it for blush, for foundation today and hope that it does something. And it is gonna look darker. My face is lighter than my body. I felt like the 24 in is just a little bit too red, and then the 23 in is a little bit too light, but it's the perfect undertone for me. So mixing them together just gives me everything that I need. We're gonna go into concealer. I'm actually gonna use my the Lip Bar concealer. This is in the color Mocha 5. This is such a nice serum-y concealer, and it is so smooth, so creamy, so light, which is probably why it blends into absolutely nothing, but that honestly doesn't bother me too much. And I'm gonna let that sit for a second. I'm gonna contour. I'm gonna use the Morphe concealer in the color 6.5. It's a nice color for contour for me. It's not too red and it's not too gray. I'm going to bronze with the e.l.f. Camel Concealer, 16-hour Camel Concealer. This is in the color Rich Ebony. This is a little bit warmer compared to, you can see the difference. I'm just gonna top the edges. Like, oh, look at that. Look at that. But just blending out that contour and that bronzer together. And guess who got her hands on the Danessa Myricks Beauty Luxe Cream? This is the blush palette. I'm going in with this color right here. They're very creamy and not necessarily a blendable creamy, like they're kind of sticky. So this is the Essence Sun Matte Bronzing Palette. Love this palette. It's been out for years and it just always does what needs to be done. So I'm going to use this color right here, and I'm going to use that to set my under eyes. This is my Black Radiance pressed powder. It just looks like this. This is in the color Ebony. And I'm going to use this blush color right here. This is the Cover FX Perfector Face Palette. NARS just dropped the face palette. And I want it so bad. But do I want it for $60? I'm still debating. To set my contour, I'm going to use the Morphe face palette in the color 8D. It looks like this. And I'm going to take this middle shade right here. I'm going to now set all over my face with the e.l.f. Perfect Finishing HD powder. It's a white translucent powder. Let's use the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. I hope you guys like this makeup look. Do stay tuned for more videos. I will be consistent. I'm holding myself to it. I'm going to be consistent. And I want y'all to be on my ass when I ain't being consistent. Call a bitch out.